No, they think they're being convenient. It's actually annoying for old people like me. I'm gonna let this run through. We don't actually ever watch this.
You spent your youth in the library fortress of Candlekeep,
Just shits and grins
under
this
the
morning.
kind
Give you all a
tutelage of
chance to
your
come in.
foster father Gorion. Imoen shared this home, a kindred spirit. Her background was as mysterious as your own. Gorion's murder brought answers to your questions when his killer Saravok was revealed to be your brother. You and Saravok were a product of the time of troubles, a chaotic period when gods were made flesh and forced to walk the earth. One such deity foresaw his own death and walked the land before the cataclysm.
Baal.
He left a score of mortal
They say Baal.
offspring,
It's Baal.
intended to be the fuel for his rebirth. The god was Baal, lord of murder, and you are one of his children. Saravok sought a war of sacrifice to prove his worth, believing he could become the new Lord of Murder. You killed your brother, sending his taint back to Baal. You were the hero of Baldur's Gate, but some suspected you shared the same lineage as Saravok. You departed soon after, under circumstances much darker than anyone would have believed. They came as you rested, figures cloaked in mist that clouded your thoughts, blurring the lines between consciousness and dreaming. There was no malice or hatred, no mention of an old score, only quick capture and the promise of grim deeds to come.
Okay, so that's the background, by the way, guys, in case you've never actually watched the reading. Maybe I think we didn't watch it the first time we started streaming this, and we should have. I always forget that this game might be new to people. This looks very much like Planescape Torment to me, because they didn't. I don't remember ever having had that part in there, but they must have done, because this is not the enhanced version, enhanced edition, you know. I don't like the enhanced edition because they force modded a bunch of shit into it. They didn't just update the graphics and stuff. They force modded a bunch of crap into it. And I find it sad that so many people do like it, but there it is. Okay, so I found what I did was, for those of you who were with me yesterday, but you weren't with me yesterday evening, okay, you were with me for the morning stream, I set our reputation to 4, so we're not going to get set upon at every turn by the guards. I knew I've had this happen to me before, so I knew this was a real pain in the ass. I decided that was probably the best solution. And that little thing there is, forgot to mute it, sorry. And then I went in to sleep. And when I went in this time,
yes,
I found a secret door. So I thought we would start there. By the way, the reason that I say that it is Baal, I studied I am an historian originally, retrained as a technical writer in Germany because the Germans think that their education system is so superior to the Americans that your education is never accepted in this country. And my original area of concentration was Mesopotamia, well, the ancient Near East, but particularly Mesopotamia. So I can assure you, because the god Baal is actually Babylonian, I assure you it's Baal. It's a syllabic language. Baal, not Baal.
if you wish.
So, just want to let you all know that. Oh. We seem to have stumbled upon a pirate's den. And my mind was in Pillars of Eternity, and I have to readjust because that is not where we are.
Jacques.
And if I get too tired of hearing that, which I am slowly starting to, used to be a way you could control. Used to be a way you could control how often you have to listen to that shit come out of their mouth, but I don't. Here it is. We'll set it to seldom and leave it there. I get sick and tired of listening to some of it. This game was partially developed for young men, of course, so you get a lot of sexual shit in there. I'm not a young man, so I'm not impressed. What? Some lout has discovered our hideout here. Has he? Blast! I paid that bloody thumb good money for secrecy. Kill the bloody spy, mates. I'll have no word of this leaking out. It's their excuse. I didn't want to get my people too hard. We all know how that is. Is that the captain? Cool. One down. I make 3, but yeah. Oh, no. Get the wizard. I need to make me another wizard slayer in this game. Get the wizard. Good. What do we know? We know that high-level wizards can be very dangerous. We've proven that ourselves, haven't we? Okay, so it's like, get the wizard. I'm just going to leave the rest of the junk. We don't need all that crap. Carrying that around. It's not even worth anything. I mean, at least a scimitar sells for something, but those short swords they're worth 1 gold piece, I think it is, at this point, so. Got a +1 longsword? I don't know, your mage. What is it? I found it. It's shiny and soft. It's not quite that stupid, but, you know, feels like it sometimes. Pretty sure he has that because I'm pretty sure I have that actually queued up as a spell that he could cast. You're such an idiot. How does somebody with that high of an intelligence know you? Say, I love you. This was 1,100 gold pieces. You know, that's why in the beginning of the game, your character's whining about 20,000 gold pieces. You know, it's like, seriously. Oh, he doesn't have anything else. Okay, so we can't sell anything to him. I just thought there is, but if we go in the Shadow Thief, I was going to say there's a merchant in the Shadow Thieves, but if we go in there, you know, obviously we are not beloved there. Our gym bags are so full. So where's Montalban? We have not encountered him one single time this game, and he's usually standing right here at night. Something's broken. I wrote a very nasty bug report to GOG, by the way, because I quit using their application, because every time you try to update it, it says, "Oh, it didn't update correctly. You have to go on the internet and do it."
With all its people and
No
their
one
accumulated
crosses
wealth.
the shadow
Yes?
thieves and lives.
I didn't.
Just
Yeah, I didn't think
watch
we
yourself. I've a
we
quick
had to
eye.
reload. So
No one crosses the shadow thieves and lives.
come on, go on back
Beg
up.
for death,
Get
and I'll
these
make
idiots
it
up here.
I'm waiting.
You fools! Taste my wrath. You know, that sort of thing.
Beg for death.
She says, but it invariably does hit our own people, doesn't it? Who is this? Who are you? Who are you? Okay, fair enough. Who are you? Badly injured, near death, and uninjured. Well, the choice here is clear then.
Beg for death, and I'll make it quick.
Just thinking, who do I want to... Don't chase him. Screw him. He'll come back.
No one crosses the shadow thieves
My wounds
and
must be tended to.
lives.
I agree.
It is done.
Beg for death.
That hasn't happened since Baldur's Gate 1. Strange and wondrous things are happening in this game.
No one.
Yes.
Jetzt ist das hier ein bisschen schleunern. We're gonna Schleunigung.
As I thought.
Gonna speed this up a little bit by letting her cast her.
Beg for death.
Well, you ain't gonna get too far down here, darling. I'm gonna tell you that.
You
Oh,
wouldn't
this
hurt
one.
a lady, would you?
That guy's probably a merchant. He looks like someone who's standing around, not as randomly as he appears.
I had not thought this group capable of pleasing me, but I am impressed.
So, my memory says that 4, a reputation of 4 is the bottom line, by the way. Okay, we're going to put this away. We have not found any buyer for it. And we're going to put this in here for the moment, too. That's kind of heavy. Oh, no, give it to the dwarf. He's carrying the body, too. So, you know, he can carry this, too. Oh, we put the body in the bag, didn't we? That's true. We still have the ranger's body for people who don't remember or weren't there. We promised to bring the body to the Cowled Wizards, which we will once we're done with it. +2 short sword. She's got a magic weapon in her hand. Of course she does. That was stupid of me. Hoodaha, hoodaha, hoodaha. She can use a short sword. Better than a plus nothing katana. Oh yeah, and that rift home axe, which, by the way, we're not giving the dwarf because it means he stands back at a distance and just throws the thing, and he doesn't get nearly the attacks that he otherwise would, as well as the fact that he is also not as dangerous with it. Okay, that's much better where they're not constantly just spewing crap. Um, that just makes you want to go inside, doesn't it? The gyms stack, making them a better choice. To put into your backpack, at least initially. These might bring us too much money. And I'm thinking about the inventory. What my friend Danny said about the inventory puzzle game again. I think of that every time now whenever I'm doing this sort of thing, you know. It's quite funny how your friends will say something random like that and it just sticks with you. I think that flame dance ring might be too valuable. That was the statement, by the way. It sounded like the
Wonders I
question.
have seen, but I say
Might you wish to take a look at some of my wares? I can offer them at a mighty fine price. Come take a look. Yes, let's see what you have.
Wisebot said, 1 viewers, +1, alarm clock 20 minutes and 26 seconds.
For those of you who have not been in my stream, the reason I have that is he reads me your text in case you write a message to me. And should have all the silver necklaces on everybody. Because I am in the game, and if I can't go out of the game to read your messages. And I even when I have this open on this side, I sadly don't always see what someone has written. Because I have to focus myself, otherwise every little movement pulls my eye over here. And that means every time the game changes over here, it pulls my eye. I have actual attention deficit. It's not the case that I grew up in a generation where I have TikTok on all the time and the hectic videos and I can't focus for 30 seconds because I was never taught to. I have actual attention deficit with Asperger's. So when I get myself deep in here, I don't see your chat here because I'm ignoring the constant movement of the game. OT, so let's do see what he has. Sometimes they have something of interest. He might not have anything of interest to us at this point. You just don't find these lying around in this game that often. They exist, but
I find this a most satisfactory arrangement.
I'm so happy. What we do want to check is our one bag is getting terribly full. This one here. Okay, let's put these in here for the moment, and I do really want to check these. Okay, he's got some stuff going on here. Might as well sell the throwing daggers as well. Pardon me, but we don't want to sell that. See, we're getting so many of all these valuable gems that it's becoming a wee bit difficult here.
Asm_Mayu.
Say it that
Welcome
much.
to my channel.
Hi, welcome. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start moving. We're gonna play and move some of these around. Not really playing. I'm actually trying to figure out how much of each one I actually have. A little hard to do when they're strewn between bags. That looked like a strange move, but if you don't have an extra slot open, even though you have a gem and it's going to stack, it doesn't let you do that. So we need to start getting, the dwarf has some room. Well, that storm was interesting. These do not stack, by the way. Oh, and he has one anyhow. As I said, it's really kind of time for us to start finding out what we have of each of these. I think that both of those are quite unique. Let's put that in with that. Put that into this bag. These are some fairly unique ones. Well, there's the garment. The garment's not, obviously. We might want to go ahead and sell our garments. We do need to start offloading some of this shit that we're carrying around, seriously. Okay. This gives me a little bit of an overview of what we have here. Gives us at least one empty bag.
Mark Zink.
This is apparently the only one of that
Welcome to
kind
my
we
channel.
have. Hi. We're playing inventory puzzle at the moment, but we'll get moving in just a moment here. I want to get organized is what I want to do. As completely mental as that may sound. That's weird that it won't let him do that. Maybe because it's looking for 5 spaces, but they all stack, so that is really mental. Okay. So this one is also a one-of-a-kind thing. This one is, these are exceptionally expensive, but we're going to go ahead and sell those. Just because we need space to be able to drag all this crap around with us. And now seems as good a time as any other to offload them since we've been approached by a side and chosen a side. Okay, I don't know if that's hard for anyone else. See, the rogue stones are quite valuable. We have held on to this stuff for some time so that we could make sure to sell it for the best price possible. Look at that. Oh, and we've already paid her 15,000.
Said, can't get enough of me.
So that takes care of some of our gems.
www.youtube.com/@craigirl.
You know, before we do that, she never seems to have much inventory space, does she? He has a little bit more. We can offload some of these spells. They're going to offer us Immelwyn. Nobody wants her, let's be honest about it. We don't want to sell our identify spells anyhow. We sure as hell don't want her whiny ass in our group, do we? Although the problem is we're going to have a space. We're going to have a space. Because, spoiler alert, he is going to leave our party in chapter 3. And then Imwyn's going to come. And I don't know how long she'll be there. But now then, actually, when I consider it, we can teach her a lot of these spells, okay? And get experience points out of it. Oh, I don't know. So, let's go to the next level and start looking at all the shit we keep piling in here, eh? Oh, that's right, our bag was full. That's why we started putting our stuff in here. Ach du meine Güte. I completely forgot about that. We got 5 sets of full plate. Stell dich doch vor. Imagine that. 5 sets of full plate. That's completely mental. Some of these things I don't like to get rid of because it's because I know as soon as I get rid of them, we're going to need them. Does anyone else have those sorts of experiences in life? As soon as you get rid of something, you need it. Kind of like turns you into a bit of a pack rat. Okay, so we can get rid of some of this stuff though. Did he have 9 spaces? He does. Okay, let's do that to him then. This is just the plate armor. We've been doing a lot of fighting. They sadly won't let us sell his armor. Here's his body. We're going to need that later. In case y'all wonder why on God's green earth we're toting a body around with us. There's 9 extra spaces here. We keep toting this stuff around with us, thinking we're going to sell this one of these days. We're going to sell this one of these days. We never seem to get around to it, do we? She's a mage thief. Oh my gosh, we have 34 long swords. Oh, that is so completely mental. So this bolt of lightning has a different coating than these bolts of lightning. It's a bit mental too. Does he have 2 spaces left? I think he does. Okay. Oh, he has 3 more. Okay. I thought this was something else, surely. She has the studded leather. She had the studded leather. That's kind of shitty, isn't it? Just because it has different coding in the background, that you end up with that sort of thing happening. And once one person sells it, the price drops, by the way. In case you're thinking I am completely mental because I'm shifting that back and forth. And I do apologize, but we do have to do some maintenance in this game periodically. Same thing with Pillars of Eternity. Okay, those weren't worth much, were they? Basically completely worthless. Glad we're not toting them around. Okay, so the scimitar, which was worth so much money in the beginning. Is that Sky Gem? I think we have another Sky Gem. And the Moonstone Gems. We want to check those before we just go and offload those. And wow, it's worth some nice money. You didn't have anything because you generally don't have space. These are 20 each. Let's face it, she's not going to use these anyhow. With the Wand of Cloud Kill, I'm thinking twice. Now this isn't even, we haven't even got to the full plate yet. We've been dragging this shit around with us basically since the beginning of the game. Want to get that full plate offloaded. Still can't believe we have so many. We have 8 one-handed swords. This is something different. And now for something completely different. That is something different. We just sold that shit. See, this is what I mean when it's coded differently and then you don't see it. But we can sell it to somebody else. See if we can't get a better price, but I don't know. Sworn we had more than that. We need to not confuse the various kinds of armor. You may think I'm scrolling too fast, but my brain is just grabbing an impression. I really thought we had more of those. They're not worth much, so we're going to go ahead and sell them. We had a whole nother batch of those long swords, didn't we? There they are. thinking, I'm not sure how many I can fit into his what's it here. She never has any space. Let's clear that there, and then we can get more of these. And again, once we start selling them, the price drops. That's the one that came with the bag. We have the other Flail of Ages in our inventory. It's frustrating when we've already sold something and we didn't see that there was more of it because of the coding issue. Wondering how many piles of that studded leather that there were. Okay, let's sell these and let's get back on the road.
This be a grand enough lot. Mayhap I won't be needing to kill y'all anytime soon.
Look at that, 1,500 per. Had we ever gotten serious about actually raising cash, see this one's already degraded in value, then we could have just sold some of this junk here. But now we can go and look at some specialty items, some of the good stuff that we saw. At the Adventurers Mart, for example, right? I don't think you have anything extra. You do, though. I think you're just holding someone else's junk. Okay. So we may sell some more when we get to the Adventurers Mart. We'll see.
Aye, this be a grand enough lot. Mayhap I won't be needing to kill y'all anytime soon.
And don't we feel good about that? She still has a magical weapon equipped, which is why we can't mess with her stuff yet. Oh, the dwarf had it. That's true. So, potion of fire giant strength. So now I want him to clean himself up. My keyboard goes dark periodically here. Okay, let's go.
If you wish.
Oh, no, I don't want to talk to him, thank you.
I'm ready, I think. I can dance on the head of a pin as well.
Pales in comparison to what we just, German word is Erwirtschaft. Erwirtschaften. He's not here. Montbon is just not here. He's usually standing there at night wanting your help to free his buddy. And we've been up and down here at day and night. Oh, I didn't know. I just kind of had to pass through here. You'll forgive me. Or maybe you won't. Doesn't really matter to me. Okay, she has expended those. So now we can visit this. This is a, 1d10 plus 2, whereas this is 1d6 plus 3. 1d6 plus 2. So let's do that for the moment. was another one over here.
For death, and I'll make it quick.
Lead the
Where
foot
is
and all
it
that.
going?
For death, and I'll make it quick.
Those are a bunch of lunatics.
Nothing to it.
Aha.
Be quick with it.
Found him!
Feel
No
like he's
one
supposed to have no
crosses the
confidence.
shadow thieves and lives.
He did backstab damage because he was invisible.
What do you want?
Come join the fun.
And I think to call this
Yes, I will.
civilization? Blasted bloody humans.
One understands this point, doesn't one? That other one must have fled inside the building, one would think.
Out with it.
It's not time for us to go in and slaughter everyone just yet. By the by.
Nothing but die.
And of course, they're always after my mage thief. It's understandable, really, it is. Oh, wow. Look, he ran out of arrows. That's cool. So, we'll get more arrows somewhere else. Let's not worry about that. That certainly should not hinder our progress here. What the hell is this? Does that go into the Shadow Thieves thing again? Oh no, this is
If
just...
you wish.
Forgot about the barn. Oh yeah, that was the obvious path. That was my problem with Baldur's Gate 3, was that you couldn't always find where the path led. Not to mention the controls are clunky as hell. But everyone is so in love with the game that, you know,
Yoshimo
I
is
don't really say
willing.
anything against it anymore. And yet, there were complaints right up to the point where they actually put that out, that the game is highly bugged. And that those bugs have not been dealt with. So... But it's amazing what kind of shit people will put up with nowadays. The problem, I think, is that the younger generations are only used to having crap peddled to them. And so they don't actually think about, or maybe they don't even know. We had one little gal who was really quite funny. She was talking about what a great game Crossroads Inn is, and I cannot recommend it to you. It's so full of bugs. How she had over 1,000 hours on it, and we went into her Steam profile. That's the only game she owns. She doesn't own any other games. And I just wrote to her and I said, look, little girl, when you get to be a serious gamer and you actually own other games, why don't you come back and we'll listen to your opinion? Until then, your opinion doesn't mean anything. You wouldn't know a real game if it bit you in the butt. Like, why are you getting on here dissing all these gamers who own, you know, hundreds of games and are saying this is not a good game when you yourself, you're not even a gamer. We own one game. You're not a gamer. I'm sorry. Just not the way that works. All told, I think, I know I have over 400 games easily, all told. But I think I have now over 500. It's just gotten really out of hand. I get a lot of free games and Epic Games. And I put things on my wish list and wait for them to go on hard sale. I learned my lesson back when I bought Oblivion at full price. And since then, I think I've paid full price for a game maybe twice at the most. So we were here. We need to be here. We need to go find Bodhi and turn in our task to her. And we also want to go to the Adventurers Mart. If you're playing a good character, by the way, you come down here and talk to these people. Because this is a paladin and this is an orphan. And you can actually suggest to them that he should adopt her. But we're not playing a good game at the moment. A good party. So I really think it's hilarious. I had to actually write on my YouTube page for people that being a role player is like being an actor, because you're playing different kinds of characters. You have to get into your character. You have to play the character that you've created, right? It's just really weird because people assume because I'm playing an evil party, I'm an evil person. My flexible character, my ability to go deeply into a good character, neutral character, evil character, lawful, chaotic, every range of alignment, just makes me a damn fine gamer. So, but people nowadays, it's gotten worse where people are thinking in black and white. They think they're not, but they are. You know, they think they're more flexible in their thoughts, but they're not. We've actually taken huge leaps backward. People are no longer tolerant of other people's opinions, which is really, really sad. This mentality of I'm always right, you're always wrong. If you disagree with me, you're wrong. They think their opinions are based on facts, whereas in point of fact, people's opinions are always based in their own experiences, and they're there because their perceptions are based on their own life experiences. This is just the way it is. I remember in the Corona time, people telling me their opinion was based on facts, and they were running around with that mask over their face, and I was laughing at them. Because virologists wear full body suits when dealing with actual deadly viruses, and they told these guys to put a piece of cloth over their mouth and wash their hands. And these guys did it, and it turned out the masks don't work. Yeah, well, some of us knew that. And so then they said, oh, yeah, that didn't work, but put on this mask. And that didn't work, so put on this mask. And each mask deprives you of more and more oxygen, by the way. So, of course, the best way, and I did tell people, I can guarantee they will never be sick again. All they have to do is put a plastic bag over their head and tie it real tight at the neck. That'll solve that problem. Your goal should not be to not get sick. Your goal should be to get sick as often as you can. And that sounds completely mental, but that builds your immunity system. Looks like we might be getting ready to kill someone again.
Helm sees all. Know that
Oh, good
and be judged.
God, a Helmite. I extend greetings, my lord, on this darkest of days. My name is Camir, Paladin of Helm. I beg your forgiveness for my demeanor in not being, my demeanor is not more welcoming. I'll leave you to wallow in your maudlin self-pity then and find my amusement elsewhere. I would answer such cruelty with a challenge if my heart were not leaden with grief. Take your pettiness and go elsewhere. Yeah, screw you, buddy.
Cast off your old beliefs and be saved.
Oops. Wrong door. I hate when that happens. You open the wrong door and somebody wants to kill you.
Just ask.
That puts it into perspective. It's completely mental. He's made of sterner stuff. This is disintegrate, isn't it? Edwin's got some damn nice spells. You know, you can say whatever you want to, but he really does. So this one is Bolt of Glory. He was pretty hard. Ooh, but that was worth it. Is that just a regular helm? Yeah, we've got enough helms, thank you. Thank you for the offer, but we
Very
really
well.
do have enough helms. So you clean yourself up. You gotta be kidding me. I don't trust this guy. Ugh, cheap baubles. Seriously? Be prepared, there might be something worse. Oh my gosh, he was hard to kill,
How's that?
but his crypt sucks.
Simple.
Just saying.
You must get.
So let's go down into the lair of the vampires.
If you wish.
Is this important?
Oh, you're a fine one. New meat for the larder, I assume. Oh, but perhaps you are the one the mistress of whom the mistress spoke. Are you in her service as a domestic, or are you muscles? Okay, I think number one seems a very fitting response. I do not have time to waste with you, lapdog. I serve Bodhi, not her lackeys. Oh, of course, of course. I did not mean to anger anyone with the mistress's ear. I'm her most humble servant, and yours as well, if you will it. Yeah, get out of the way
You
and
had
go
best
lick
alter
someone
your
else's
thinking, my
boots.
friend, or you can forget about the company of Yoshimo.
Bye. Don't let that door hit you in the ass on the way out. Do try to keep in mind, though, that should your position change, it will be I that has your comfort to grant or rescind. I care for those that serve in a lesser grandiose manner than you currently do. Okay, can the other servants not take care of themselves? I question their worth if they cannot. Ah, but with some, their service is more intangible and requires less effort from them. Not the lot in life they might have expected, but never does one know what to expect. That's true. Life will bring you. Most people don't experience that, but sometimes life brings you shit that you didn't reckon with. Ah, but that is what we all think at some time or another. It is funny how the fates slip a bag over your head and take you away on occasion. Actually, I think they slip a stinky bag over your head and then hit you with a cudgel. Yes, funny. Goodwill to you. I shall see you later. Or not. What a creep.
Of course.
Emon is also a thief mage. But then so is Nalia. So the game has an overabundance of them in a way. I'm in a just in case mood, if y'all understand what I mean. Oh, we already changed our weapons to the configuration that we would like to have. What is this? Oh, at least you can identify those now. Well, that's something. Instead of the incessant, what is this? What is that? I don't know. I'm going to hoard the steaks just in case. Because you really do never know what life will bring you. And his bag is again full, or his inventory. His inventory seems to be perpetually full, doesn't it? I question the wisdom of carrying such things at this point. What we might do, let's drop these. We need to get him some better arrows. or he's going to end up being useless, and I can say the same for the mages, by the by.
What do you want?
Well, someone should clean her up. Excellent. Excellent. So,
If that's
so.
what you want.
Yeah, I'm not a trusting person. Psst, guys, come here. I found something.
I am the predator that lives among.
Away from me, dog. I will not have you touch me. I've no need for that. I'm sure we're all on the same side here. You are barely on the same plane of existence as one such as I. Never presume you are more than that to me. Honestly, why Mistress Bodhi insists on dealing with meat such as you, I do not know. But I very well. That is to say, while I have my reservations, I do not mean to countermand the orders of the mistress. You are welcome here. Now get out of my sight. Everyone sees I have fun reading these things, which I think then makes it more fun listening to. It's a lot of reading these games. I think there's less reading in this game than there is in the Pillars of Eternity. And I really love, what I love the most about doing the Pillars of Eternity is some of the things that
No one of importance.
the team that developed that is the team that developed this. Okay? And they were able to realize some of the things that they had not been able to before. There are some things I miss, however, where these games have not stayed as true to D&D as they could do. This one was very true to D&D, at least the second edition. I will get to the floors as soon as you will it, mistress. You're looking as lovely as the ages, mistress. How might I make your home more pleasant, mistress? Okay, what is this place and what is your role here? Will you have need of my tending this eve, mistress? I shall retire early otherwise, mistress. Mistress Cone has kept me very busy, mistress. Okay, she's just some mindless servant. We certainly have no need of that. I think that door was locked for us. There's Bodhi. Looking hot in her dominatrix outfit there.
I gather by your face that you have succeeded. Excellent.
I will relieve you of your bounty and give you your next assignment. My attack will hardly cripple the guild. Why do you do this? I do not intend for you to cripple them. That will come later. This attack will have alarmed the guild such that they fortify certain places. That draw of manpower will weaken others. Overall, my position is stronger. Now I ask for more specific tasks that will disrupt the guild further. I give you a choice. I have 2 tasks. Each will require a different kind of person. Choose. They cannot both be done. One is unseemly, so if you claim to be good, you should choose the second. A sickly hero's task. Which do you prefer? I'll take the first one. Is this a challenge, I wonder? Take the darker path, Wolfgang. Show this creature you will not shrink from a deed that needs to be done. The first pass sounds better to me. They all have an opinion on things. This is where the game starts to get interesting for me. But especially when we go down into the hells. I have a hankering for blood that shan't be satisfied by nilly-nallying about with mortals and such. With morals and such. The choice is ultimately Wolfgang's. It is he that I have employed only. What do you say, Wolfgang? I'm not above a little skullduggery. I'll take the unseemly task. I'm not above killing a person or two. Very well, it calls for the murder of a man. Not a truly innocent man, but hardly a villain of epic scope. You must kill, blaming the murder on the Shadow Thieves. Ooh, I like that. He is head of a merchant's house, and his link to the Shadow Thieves is blatant. If he was to die, and certain gear was to be found at the scene, or were to be found at the scene, it would implicate the guild we oppose. Take this cloak and dagger and kill Signor Armagoron Vlova. When he is dead, put the cloak and dagger in the fountain in his house. He will die easily, though there may be guards. His small house is in the government district between the jail and the government building. Go. Ah, very well. He will not outlive the night.
Drake Spartan. Welcome to my channel.
Eddie, so we can't go out the front door, which is just kind of bizarre. I'm not sure why the front door is locked. We tried that earlier. We'll try it again, but we can't unlock it with a thief.
Whatever you decide.
See?
Uh-huh.
So I'm really unsure, since we're allies, why that front door is locked. There's some strange things, as I've said. Montalban is missing. Okay, we have not seen him at all where he's supposed to be. I already fussed at GOG about the fact that we can't write any custom entries into the journal or put any custom markers on the map because it crashes the game. That, when I looked, I think that's a permissions issue. I think that they failed to give us the permission to write to the appropriate folder. And there's a whole bunch of shit in the override folder, by the way, which is where you normally put the modded stuff, and this is not modded. So I'm not sure why the override folder is full of a bunch of crap. So there's just some strange anomalies going on in this game from the original. As I said, my son comes home today. I'll have him help me finish setting up my computer. I need to hook my hard drives up to his computer, and I don't really want to muck around with his computer when he's not here. So let's go ahead and take care of this for her. We do need to get to the adventurers, Mark, now that we have some serious going on us.
By enemies and must defend yourself.
You're the one we want to kill first. No question about that.
You and me. Let's go.
Swing.
You're right behind me, right?
Oh, they're going after him with a vengeance, aren't they? Oh, he's the next one.
Welcome to my channel.
Oh, me without healing. Okay, I'm not completely without healing. You. Do you have any more of your... Oh, that's not you. That's somebody else.
Yes.
Let's see what you
Your worthless lives end here!
Hardly a challenging battle.
Swing.
Seriously. So, you've got some healing left on you as well. Heal the thief. As I said, don't get too attached to him because he's not going to stay in our party past chapter 3. And this is a game that gives you a lot of bang for your buck. It's a really long game. Pillars of Eternity is as well. Okay, it's not worth it for me now at this point to drag some of that shit around. That sword is barely worth it, as many as we had to sell last time. I've killed for less. Okay. Anyone who's just joining us, we are playing an evil party in this, which is so much more fun than a good party sometimes. I will play a chaotic good character for you in Neverwinter Nights when we're done with these. We have a neutral party in the Pillars of Eternity, true neutral, which is also fun to play.
No trouble out of you.
So, Vulva Estate. Vulva. Vulova Estate.
Spanian. Welcome to my channel.
Hi, welcome. By the way, guys, there is a bit of a lag in the stream. So if you write something in the chat, be patient. I have it read out to me, and you may not hear my answer immediately. I had that the other day. Someone got upset. And I have no latency built into the stream. I've checked left and right, so I don't know what the problem is. I think with the Twitch, it's not quite as bad. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. So,
Fight well, or now you will die.
he did die pretty easily, didn't he? Mayhap I had this one confused with the other one earlier, but even that other one, it was cleaned out. I don't remember ever having had that. We didn't even bother sleeping to get more spells. We just couldn't be bothered with it. So let's take care of that mage.
Very well. Hiya.
Yes, da. Nugget. So let's go. He just silenced our cleric. Doesn't seem a bit mental. You know, I'm getting sick and tired of the spell slinger especially. This is on the third setting, by the way. Wow, he had nothing. He had nothing that was worth anything. I was tired of that spell slinger, so just kill it. Okay. Well, what makes it look like it's on the easiest level, it is certainly not. It is just that they want hard. What shall I say? They just want hard. Oh. These are the daggers, and that's such a shame. Look at that cloak. It's beautiful. I love it. But it is not for us to keep. And I would say, if we were going to be truly intelligent about it, we should rob the place. What kind of thief comes in here and then leaves stuff lying around, right?
What do you need, Yokata?
There's nothing of interest there at all. These old games, you have to be patient. Oh! What time is it here in Germany? Oh, it's almost 8 o'clock. Okay. I think we had one of those, didn't we? Yep. We did. We most certainly did. she didn't have a healed spell to begin with. We stacked her up with some very aggressive spells. Here's a couple of those. Let's do that. Then we're going to want to go, there's an inn in the promenade that we can go stay there and visit the adventure mark. But let's go report back to Bodhi and get our next task. Oh, hold it. Halt, stop. One gold, please. How convenient. Now, by the way, our ability to cast magic, or allowedness, our permissions to cast magic have been rescinded. One assumes, or presumes. Okay. I remember back when I was young, and at least the people who gamed with us, all the gamers I knew were intelligent, well-educated people. You get in the forums now and look at some of the people who are playing these games. It's just not the same. Like I said, none of my followers are idiots, obviously. Which explains why I have so few.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
It's true, though. We all know it. It's all going downhill, and that's just the way it is.
What do you
so
want?
let's go see Bodhi. The tombs are eerily silent, yet you have the feeling of being watched. Thus be careful. Traps and dangers abound within these tombs. Every step could be your last.
Well done. I trust you gave no mercy. Did you enjoy the task? Yes, I'm sure you did.
Okay, I await your instructions. Oh, you are eager. Regardless of your performance, I can see your value. You value your service here. It will be of benefit to you in the long run. It will benefit you in the long run. Okay. Now then, to the business at hand. It is time to take down the leadership of the Shadow Thieves and throw them into a more permanent disarray from which they may never recover. You must invade their lair for one last time. You must kill Aran Linvale, the Shadow Master. Ah, yeah, that's true. He's hiding in a back room somewhere. Hiding, yeah. Do this for me and our arrangement will be fulfilled. Kill Aran Linvale, the Shadow Master of the entire Shadow Thieves Guild. How... Are you mad, woman? Aran is in the basement of the Shadow Thieves Guild house, so you need a key. The lock is likely unpickable. What good is a lock if in a thieves' guild if any thief can pick it? Perhaps your former contact, Galen, can be persuaded to give you his key. I'll leave the details to your discretion. Go now and return when Linvale is dead. Oh, one more thing. Tizak, an employee of mine, is missing, and the thieves may have him. Find him, and he may tell you how to access Aram's sanctum. Go now. Killing the Shadow Master. If we succeed, it will be a feat of no small note, Wolfgang. Still, though, people have tried it in the past and come nowhere near succeeding. So, we're off to kill the Shadow Master, one of the most powerful men in the city. It might be interesting. Just do not screw it up, Wolfgang. Thank you for your confidence. Creeps. It's funny how in Pillars of Eternity we also have 6 people. And it's just the dog that's extra, but it really, I always joke and say the 12 of us, because it just looks like a mass of creatures. And in this one, it really does look like 6. So maybe it's the time of day, too, that I'm streaming.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
So let's go to the promenade. We definitely need to rest, replenish spells. There were some items that looked quite interesting, and we have a great deal more that we need to sell. like to take care of that before we take care of the Shadow Thief. By the way, we haven't found the Druid. I would love to do the Druid's quest and see if we can align ourselves with the evil Druid that he's against whom he's fighting. That might be interesting in trade meat. As you see, we've not uncovered trade meat yet because we've not found what is his name? I can't think of it. We will see it when we get over here, however. His former home is in this district. There it is, Sarand. I wanted to say Saracen, but I knew that wasn't right, Sarand. We want to find that dwarf. Okay, there are 2 inns over here. So I would say let's head over here.
If you wish.
But I also need to keep an eye on them. It's just going to be a bit difficult when they all head for different sides. It's just that, well, it'll pause if they see any enemies anyhow. So these are the sounds like a teenager or my ex-husband, which is basically on the same emotional level. Had I known that before I married him. So see what kind of trouble we can go get into.
Yeah.
Largo, like large. Some of the names are really bizarre. Count Claylan. He looks like he might be trouble.
My time is quick, so be brief, Carmen.
I knew it.
Stand where you're at.
How dare you approach debutante beggar? My father shall have you flogged. Nice boobs.
Never had
Good tidings to you, young wayfarer. Welcome to the Mithrist Inn. How may I be of assistance? Is there aught of interest that you might tell me? Interesting going-ons? Well, nothing of interest, sir. This is a quiet place, and our customers prefer it that way. Okay, can I see your list of services then? So, let's get a nice, comfy bed.
Wisebot.
So we can
Set.
replenish our spells.
1 viewers. Smiley face. Alarm clock 1 hour 21
Ah,
minutes.
now this kicks off. Finally. By the way, if y'all look in the list, if you have your mobile phones, if you go and click on the little menu, you'll see that there are actually 6 people in here. Although the binary one is probably someone that I'm going to investigate further to see if that's some sort of a bot account. Sorry to bother you your petty concerns, but I have translated some of the Nether Scroll. Ancient magic at my fingertips and more yet to decipher. It has been a good day. What are you staring at? If I had my say, if I've had my say, back to your little quest or whatever. Oh, thank God he saved versus death. There's that. So there are actually 6 people sitting in here at the moment, but Twitch doesn't count everyone who's in my stream for some reason. I've already written to them, I've already complained until I'm blue in the face, and it just doesn't look good. It's Amazon. Amazon customer service is quite questionable. I changed bank accounts last year. I changed the bank account information in Amazon. They did not pass it on to the save and subscribe and save people, which is their mistake because they're the middleman. and those people didn't get their money from me then, and Amazon immediately charged me a fee for every transaction, even though it was their fault. They're bending over backward now to try to make people happy, but ever since they turned into a glorified eBay, it's just been shit. So, oh, lovely. Yet another member of the male species come to drink himself into a stupor, no doubt, and vomit upon me perfectly clean floors. What'll it be exactly that you want? Why is this place called the Den of the Seven Veils? It served to draw ye in, didn't it? Now, don't be bothering me with useless questions. I'll only stand here so long and suffer your stench, male. I'm not a male, I'm a human? Okay? Yeah. I've heard it all before. Human, elf, dwarf, you're all the same. Walking about with a swagger like you own the place and nary a brain to be found except what's betwixt your legs. So that's not nice. So does she have an inclination to actually buy something, or was she thinking instead of taking your male attitude elsewhere? Why is this place called the Den of the Seven Veils? You must hear things. Mind if I ask you a question or two? If the programmers had my sense of humor, then that would have had a better response. Of course I mind. You think I have nothing better to do? You want questions answered? Go find some oracle or some such and leave me be. Okay, what is it you're serving here, wench? Serving wench being the key term. Fine, but I'll take your coin up front. And don't be wheedling me for a tab either, because I'll not be providing you with one. Wow, she's really has a thing against the males, doesn't she? What's she got on tap? Dragon beer for 1 gold. Bitter ale. The Order of the Most Radiant Heart is an order of lawful warriors that serves all of Alm. They can be called to duty where evil threatens. Well, that's certainly us. Golden Sands. The order, that's the same one from before. The sewers beneath the city can be entered by many ways. Okay, she has no interesting rumors for us. Oh, just a second. Let's go upstairs. See if we can't find trouble up there. If you look hard enough for trouble, you're bound to find something.
As I thought.
Me timber's bad enough without ye bothering me.
Oh, bugger me. Hi.
Miami.
If it daren't be
Welcome
a puny
to my
human.
channel.
Hi. Dressed up as a mighty adventurer, I'd say. Har. Did your mama let you out from under her skirt, little one? Best you be running back now. Ha! That's a good jest, Menkar, my friend. A good jest, says Smelly. A good jest, he says. Amun, you tell your stinking fart-smelling imp to stop calling me Smelly. The name be Smailov Orkslicer. If he does say it again, I'll smash him into impish goo. Papa Smelly's threatening me again. He is threatening. I didn't know who Pookie was. Call me yourself Pookie. As for you, you barbarian knucklehead, threaten my familiar once again, and you'll spend the rest of the evening as a toad. Am I understood? What? You dare besmirch the honor of Smail of Orkslicer? Enough, blasted. I'm tired of your bickering. Now, as for you, little human, you best take yourself somewhere where you'd be more welcome. This bar be big enough only for us, Nimmer. Watch it, dwarf. I'll not take your insults for long. You'll take whatever I have to give you. Come, my friends, let's teach the whelp what it be to cross Menkar and his band. Arr. So, have at you.
best be paid well for this.
You require nothing dangerous, I would hope.
If you wish.
What do you have killed for less?
Wenn du das dann sowieso machst, holst du Klopapier? Wir haben diese riesige pinke Dings, wie du siehst, was wir normalerweise haben. OT hatte ich gedacht, oh, Larsi, wo du auch da bist, kannst du mir Käse holen? Das Gouda-Käse? Okay, danke. Brauchen wir sonst noch was? Nicht, dass ich denken kann.
Very well.
Wow, that's got a fucking huge area of effect, doesn't it?
You're glorious! Now you die!
Use of attention.
Why are you there? What are you two doing? Are you drunk? I think the problem is that they've got
What do you want?
Yes.
they've not got their ranged weapons equipped is the problem.
Trust is
Where the fuck did he come from?
nothing to it.
What kind of a flaming...
You die, you die!
Okay.
Aye, that be sound all right.
If you wish.
Very
What?
Embarrassing.
Oh, you wild bastard.
Next swing.
Oh, you wild bastard. Just whatever you want. Crazy.
Next swing.
At least we took care of the mage in short order, but man.
Bastard.
That's it. I'm not dying for your simple stupidity, Menkar. Brennan Risling has better things to do than court your arrogant pride. Yeah, well, you shouldn't have showed up to the feckin' fight to begin with. Where were you hiding at? Seriously? He's just hiding, just in case somebody comes upstairs. Oh. Yes. I see.
Yeah.
Let's raise the drow. And in spite of everything, it was a fun fight. That thief just really threw me. It was like, the fuck are you doing here? Where did you come from?
I shall follow your steps.
Again, I'm not sure how valuable these are to us at this point, to be frank about it. That looks smashing on you, darling. It really does. So, okay, I didn't see this other set of OT. She... It's interesting that she still has her spells. I found it interesting. Good fight. That thief was like, whoa! Where did he come from? Not sure hide armor is going to get us a lot of cash. That ship was worth some money, but it may not be now, since we've already sold 5 pair. Now, oops, I wanted to give that one to the dwarf, but okay. Like a hammer. I don't have space for your hammer. I can tell you where you can shove it, though. Okay. These are ones we find quite frequently, so I would be shocked if they do not both already have them. Oh yeah, he can't even learn that one. That is not his school is necromancy, if I'm not mistaken, and so it at least it excludes divination spells. Already hyper focused here. (1d8 + 4). It's a long sword. Nobody's using a long sword, unfortunately. Okay, she has no more normal bolts. Again, this is just, you'll just hang in here with me. This is stuff that really has to be every once in a while. Halt up. She already identified that.
Where shall I display my skill and expertise? I can dance on the head of a pin as well.
If you say so.
Fleet of foot and all that.
Four +1 arrows, and you lock a chest and trap it. Seems a wee bit mental. That's the problem with these random treasure algorithms. You know, you just wonder what kind of an idiot would lock and trap a chest.
If memory serves. Whatever
For
you need,
plus-
I do it well.
For +1 arrows, 4 of them too. Not even 40, just 4 of them. He needs that. It's a cloak of non-detection. It makes him non-detectable by magic means. Okay, that'll have to, we're going to be sleeping again soon anyhow. It's like, what am I going to do with another wand of lightning? The answer is obvious. I'm going to sell it. Who are you again? Warhammer +1. Way beneath our level at the moment. Okay, let's go downstairs and see if we can't... oh, is this that winch's... Oh, fuck me.
Simple.
Winch, give us a room. No trouble here. Probably nothing of interest there. Used to be in Baldur's Gate 1, you couldn't just take stuff in front of people. Let me see your services. Bah, you don't even have a royal room. Ugh, the indignity of it. Did we ever give our mage her 2nd level spell back? She was dying left and right at one point. A stupid time to think of it, but hey, better late than never. We did. Okay. She is, by the way, she's multi-class. That's why Edwin has... Well, part of the reason is just because the way they did his character, that he has so freaking many spells. But I suspect that that's why he has so many spells as well. But also why he has higher level spells. She is actually multi-class, not dual class, multi-classed mage thief. Let's go to the Adventurer's Mart. See, our like I said, my solution was to set our reputation up to 4 so that we wouldn't be attacked constantly. That appears to be the minimum reputation. I mean, I didn't try 3, but I'm pretty sure 3 is not going to work. And I was hesitant about 4, but 4 works. So that's okay. Wow, it's starting to get chilly in here. Or the chill is starting to steep in my bones, which is more likely. I don't feel the cold until it really starts to pull into my bones. Okay, well.
I trust Oldesman.
Perhaps your eyes are better than mine. Do you see some salamander dust? Why do you not just ask the storekeeper? Ribald, we're not on speaking terms. He tried to charge me 3 coppers for a bottle of pitch and a clutch of mice tails. Outrageous! I won't speak to him until he apologizes. What do you need salamander dust for? You're not a cowled wizard, are you? It's for soup. Yes, that's it. Salamander soup. For my children and things. Grumble, grumble. Do you see it or not? No, I don't see any here. Okay, titmice and tarnations. I was sure I saw some here last time. Did somebody sneeze when I wasn't looking? Grumble, grumble. Oh, there were people back here. Deidre. Pretty sure that Deidre has her own inventory here.
Greetings, good customer. A pearl to you.
Greetings, adventurer. I am Deidre. I am a member of Aura's Magic Emporium and have access to her considerable collection of magical treasures. Ever heard of it? I have the book still, by the way. Would you be interested in taking a look at my wares? Oh, is that what we're calling it now, darling? Yes. Okay. Let's see what we have here. Oh, we all played Planescape? Then you know who Dickon is. He's the Githsari. Zerfblade +2. Able to memorize one extra first, second, third, and 4th level mage spell. Wow. And it's a katana. That would be something for her, wouldn't it? You may be saying to yourself, if we had that kind of cash, but I'm pretty sure we could get it. Plate of Baldur. Oh, Lord have mercy. +4 hit points, +1 charisma. Armor class is a -1. That's some nice shit. Mercy Killer Ring. Set snares, hide in shadows, moves silently. Not terribly useful to most of our thieves. The Shield of Baldur. No one's using his shield, sadly. Head to head to head to head. What's this one? Long sword. No one's using a long sword. So that might be of interest, however. Improves casting speed by 4. So 37. Let's see what we can raise. I'm willing to bet money we could raise that kind of cash. Why is that even in your backpack? That is so weird. None of our people can even use that. So we're selling off some of our stuff here because we want to acquire the Robe of Vecna. We have so many cool things that we could sell here, actually. Potentially. That's going to need 3 slots, and she may have that many, and she may not.
I had not thought this group capable of pleasing me, but I am impressed.
the coding different, by the way, folks? That it's different codes for different items, and that is how come us to end up with this crazy hodgepodge. I thought someone down here had some hide armor. I guess that is all on him then. Okay, that's how come us to end up with this crazy hodgepodge of stuff here. Where one character has the same item that another character has because they're coded differently, so you encounter them at different times in the bag. It's really annoying, stupid, you know, all of those kinds of things. So let's sell these.
A pearl to you.
Before I sell that, I want to check how much the others are worth, so I don't accidentally sell. I guess she's got that equipped, doesn't she? Very well. 1 gold piece? Oh, that's because that hasn't been identified. Well, then we don't want to sell that, do we? 288. This one's going to have less charges on it, which is why it's worth less. Not worthless, but worth less. Crushing and petrification polymorph or missiles and breath weapons. I'm inclined to hang on to both of them, by the way. Oh, cursed berserking sword +3. That sounds like something we should get rid of. Causes the wielder to go berserk. Can only be removed with a remove curse spell. I think we should definitely offload that one. We should also see how much that one is worth. Probably don't need a gazillion of those. Okay. Forgot to sell that. Gonna go through here one more time and see what we have. Obviously we can sell the helms, but they're worth like next to nothing. Some of these I'm hesitant to sell just because I feel like if I sell them I'm gonna need them later. Sounds completely mental, but there it is. We still have a bunch of shit in here, don't we? Oh, but we can still do the dart of wounding. We still have space for that. We have all these bolts that we don't need and they're worthless. We need to dump them. +1 darts. We could actually offload as well. No one's using those. know this part of the game is boring, and I apologize to people. It's not the most exciting part of the game, to be sure. But it's necessary to the gameplay. We want to get the best items we can before we leave this area. You can either right click it and say open, or you can just double click it, and the double clicking, as you see, is not always as fabulous as what one could wish for it to be. Why am I giving it to him? He has no space. He never has space. She might have some space for some of this. We've still got a bunch of really just shit in here. Like these. That's why we stopped picking those things up. It just clutters up our inventory. Okay, let's offload some of this stuff again.
Anything you need, I can likely provide, I assure you.
We had all those +1 two-handed swords just lying around, you know? So, we're going to end up getting to wiping out the Shadow Thieves next time, which is kind of sad because it's Friday, but sometimes I stream Baldur's Gate on the weekends as well. My weekend streams are kind of whatever it is that I feel like doing. What I want to do too is I want to do a stream where I'm streaming, but people should feel free to come in and just chat with me. So I may end up marking that stream as just chatting. And I'll, rather than just sitting around, you know, twiddling my thumbs waiting for people to wander in, I will, that one's 320, this one is 40. Oh, good gad. Definitely selling that. So, because I actually have quite a few followers who, I used to do just chatting streams, but then I would just be sitting there, you know, like reading something out of the news or something like that for them, waiting for people to show up, and then a couple people would come in, and then we would chat with each other, that sort of thing. So we may, this weekend, what I may do is I may, like, maybe play my farmer or my rancher in Sims 4, and mark it as just chatting, and people should wander in. With the Baldur's Gate, as I've said, we may end up, we may play it this weekend. We might not. I can't promise you. My weekend streams are really just bonus streams, so they're whatever it is that I happen to be. Oh my lord. These are going to be completely worthless by the time we're done offloading them. Let's put some of this stuff on him. I figured his inventory would be full long before that, so we can get rid of some of that. We've been carrying this, and we've already offloaded several of these. -1. So these are not going to be worth much. Let's be honest about it. Then again, there's not really that many of them left now. We will finally have these out of here. Kind of uncluttering our bag and grabbing ourselves some coin at the same time. So, before we go and think about getting Yoshimo more arrows. Let's put these in our backpack. Of course, he's currently carrying things for other people. So solved that issue, didn't it? So let's put that on her. She's always got all sorts of stuff in her inventory too. Just as I've said, getting rid of some of this crap in this bag. The regular bolts and bullets and arrows are of no use to us anymore. Don't we have some strange things? They won't let us sell that, unfortunately. We could probably sell the studded leather armor and the +2. I don't think he has. Oh, he does have room in his backpack for that. How fascinating. Okay, this is unbelievable how much gear we were carrying around, isn't it? So these are gonna become even more devalued. They were, I think there were 7 gold pieces when the game started that you could get for each one. But the more you sell, the less they're worth. See? Which is why you try to get as many of them on a character as you can. Oh, my poor tootsies are frozen. That's still worth 3. Maybe that's a bottom end price. Well, we can't go below 3. Of course, they can go down to 1 gold piece. The helms were never worth much. But they are kind of cool looking. They look good on the dwarf, for example. Okay, she does not have anything to sell. He, on the other hand, has some interesting items. Look at that. That's what I'm talking about. So, I can't put my Be Right Back on because if I go out of the game and come back, it'll garble, as y'all have seen. I'll be right back, though. I have a call with nature. Okay, Pipples, I'm back. Let me shut that off since the sun is shining. I wouldn't really say it's shining, but you know, hey. +2 longsword is worthless to us. The Dragon's Bane is as well, but we're going to hang on to that. We forgot to visit the genie, which is why we still have that. Really pathetic, prophetic, something like that. It's the first time ever while playing this game that I have managed to forget to go visit the genie. I don't even know how I did that. It was just, it's stupidity at its best. Let's get these out of here. These belong on the various people, which we will take care of. Okay, cast mirror image. I'm not really impressed. There are a lot of better. His inventory is full at the moment. Hers is not. You're carrying things for other people, though, I thought. He's carrying that for our main character. And let's put this back on the dwarf. I don't know what this is. So we'll do that for the moment. That leaves us some more space. We're just cleaning out our bag a little bit to try to get some more money so we can buy some more stuff here. I didn't even realize we had those katanas.
Another revelation in my our nether scroll. A spell of transformation, both basic and sophisticated. It is not unlike the transformation of mage to lich, but it must be more. Much more.
I've prepared for this moment all my life and lifetimes before. Be prepared to cower and flee. Nothing will stand in my way after this. Okay, go ahead, Edwin. A powerful mage is difficult to find and of terrific benefit to all. Wise advice, and I shall not totally forget you when you are as a bug before me. Now to power! It's too bad JR is not in the party. The banter between these two after this is hilarious.
This is bad.
He turned himself into a female.
I will tolerate only so much.
This blasphemy, an outrage against nature and order. I must redouble my efforts to cancel this hideous and deforming nature of this nether scourge. What? Nothing? This is shameful and revolting. What are you pie-eyed vagrants gawking at? Staring at me with plebeian vandal's charm. This is beyond treachery. That's number one is so what I would say, right? It looks like you're in some trouble. And by the way, nice rack. I actually say that sometimes. She's got a nice rack. Perfect. What? How dare you, scoundrel, gawking at my mantle? Hey, they are not that bad, come to think of it. Wait a moment. What happened to my... Oh no. No. Woman or not, my spell throwing is unparalleled and will bring the wrath of cleansing hellfire upon you, should the mood move me. Oh, I love that part of this game. It's one of the reasons why, as a good party, it's a shame when you don't take Edwin with you. Oh, goodness. Going through here with the proverbial fine-tooth comb. Oh, du lieber Gott. Now we know it's entirely too early. Let's get that one. Probably not going to need that. Potion of Genius. Don't need that. We've got Edwin. Oh. Some of this shit out of my backpack. It is already übersichtlicher. Okay, blah blah blah, a blah a blah a blah a blah, and blah a blah 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 blah. These katanas are worth some cash, right? Spears are completely worthless. Mental note, don't pick those up anymore. Not even worth the effort. Up. The helms are the same way as you see. As are the leather armor. Complete waste of our time to even lift them off the ground, let alone put them into our pack. So we've got 19,000 at the moment. Just a bit of shits and grins. Let's go back through here again, see if there's anything else. We could, of course, rid ourselves of the black spider figurine, but we may regret that in Live from That Side. We had more of these? Good gad. How many of those things would we pick up? Oh, don't trust them when they look like that. Let's give that to the thief. They're not going to let us sell these. These are quest items. By the by, in case y'all are thinking, why didn't she offload those? It's a fair question, but they won't let us sell them. They are worthless. Okay, I think that is about the and all of what we can reasonably rid ourselves of that we will not need. Although we're probably not going to... If these came with the bag, and that feels like cheating to me if I start selling those. Okay? So, that's about all we have. Let's see if we can get anything else. And get our butts moving.
Paradise for those with coin.
Yeah, just keep growling, Yoshima. No one's really listening to you anyhow. Okay, we didn't get very much out of it, but let's see if she has anything else. What in the devil? Oh, Sensate. Do you remember the Sensates from the Planescape Torment? This gives you bonuses to hit points and charisma and permanent protection from evil. I guess we could protect ourselves from ourselves, but it seems a bit redundant. Nobody's using a halberd, so we definitely don't need that. We have enough for the mercy killing ring, but it's kind of moot at this point. Our thieves are all quite skilled. So that takes care of that. Let's see if Rybold has something we want. Y'all all come down here. All y'all. Don't you try anything stupid. I'm watching it. Screw you. I'll never try anything stupid. Okay, yes, there were some items that we were interested in. Which is an exaggeration because we don't know. But +2 flail is terribly tempting, isn't it? +2 halberd. +2 sling. I think one of our... I don't know if we're going to have to look again to see what our people have. It is overwhelming, isn't it? There's no excuse at this point in the game for there to be the case that not everyone has a magical weapon. Let alone some damn fine armor, as you see. And we found some damn fine armor, too. Ring of protection might not go amiss. Larsi, was machst du da? Sag mal. This is interesting. This does not say how many uses it has. I guess it's, I don't know if there's one ring or, I assume it's one ring. This would of course be quite nice for my mages. It's also +4, but we can't have both, obviously. Well, we could do, actually.
Best alter your thinking, my friend. You can forget about the company of Yoshibo.
Just keep a barking. So, and my question is, what does she have? Looks like 7. And what does he have? Looks like 4. No, that's 6. Wow. Those suck. Hey, you take your stuff back. I haven't got space for all your shit. And they really don't have that much space here, so. Oh. They do all have some nice weapons, don't they? Again, we are almost finished here. This is really tedious for you, I know. And I apologize. Holy shit. Looks like we're finally going to offload these gems. And it's still not going to give us good. Is that a little bit not enough, isn't it? I don't want to offload his hammer. I just wanted to see if they have a better hammer. He's not as skilled with the hammer as he is with the axe. Oh no, nothing's better than that. Okay, so let's go see how much they wanted for the... Okay. I don't think I realized we still have that many items that we could sell. Of course, we've been re-accumulating them. Just making sure I haven't stuck jewelry, random jewelry on other people. I'll smack our hand if we try to touch that.
I find this a most...
Because it would be a good thing to have our mages have the best protection available. If I can do it without selling that particular amulet, that'd be great. Wow, we got 2 gold pieces to our name. Ah, naja. Such is life, eh? Okay, so, but that gives our mages much better armor classes. And the reason I gave Edwin the better one is really simply because his his natural armor class is worse than hers. So he has the 3s, she has the 4s, and in spite of that, she has this negative rating. So, okay, that was tedious. I apologize, but it is necessary. We're going to move forward with the game with much more powerful content, and that means we will ourselves need to be more powerful. Let's go up to his former house, but I don't think that's where we're going to find him at. I thought we would find him in one of those inns, to be honest with you.
What do you want?
We've been in here? Are you sure? Oh, that was the crazy empty house that we couldn't figure out what in the devil. Okay, we will go ahead and end the stream here for today. I'm going to research in between where we can find Sarand again, because that'd be a cool one to do trade meet. But we also want to do the extraplanar one. As a matter of fact, we can position ourselves in the slums. Because the orb is in the slums. This has to do with the ranger that we killed, whose body we're carrying around. For those of you who don't know, playing an evil party in this game can be lots of fun. It really can. It's sad that more people don't do that. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people actually in this stream. Twitch says I have 1. That's just something I've had to learn to live with. I don't know how many people you have to have in your stream before it counts that you've got. And back when, I used to have 6, 7 people sitting in my streams in the evenings for the Pillars of Eternity. So I don't know what the issue is there. It's sad because that's why I can't get affiliated. I have plenty of people in my stream, but Twitch doesn't count them for whatever reason. Anyway, such as it is, let's go. Before we save, let's go back up here to the orb. Then we'll save our stream, and we will pick up with the orb next time. And we need to do that before we finish all Bodhi's stuff, because once we finish, I've forgotten that we had to do all those tasks in between. The Shadow Thieves would have expected us to eliminate the vampires. The vampires expect us to eliminate the Shadow Thieves. It's fair enough. So, before we finish the final task for them, we want to have finished everything that we would like to do here. Okay? This is one of those, I think we do come back eventually. Chapter 3 is Spellhold. Chapter 4 is the Plains of Hell. So we won't be back for a while, and we will be much more powerful. This gigantic sphere seems to have been phased into the surrounding buildings, neatly cutting them off. Now, we're going to save this real quick here. We're going to open the door. See, Valgar's body dissolves as the door to the planar sphere opens before you. Now, as soon as we step inside, I'm just going to show you, the Cowled Wizards will also show up. Okay, we're going to save it right here. As soon as we walk through that door, der geht's los. It begins. So let's save under Evil Party. I know we don't feel like we got a lot of progress done today. We had a lot of maintenance. I apologize. But as I said, this is necessary. What we did manage to do, however, was to make our mages better protected, right? Sort through our stuff to see what we had. He has +2. All of our people have magical weapons now. And we offloaded a bunch of shit. Let's just be honest with it. Love with each other about that one. So we did save it, right? Good. I'm very paranoid about that. Oh, let's quit the game and then we'll go ahead and end the stream. I appreciate y'all spending your time with me. It's really, really wonderful. There's so many other things you could be doing with your time, and I get that. So I like that you come and spend it with me. There we go. Y'all take care of yourselves. I will see you again this evening. And yeah, until then.